friends, I hope you're having a great day. It's me, Miss Drywa. So today we're still going to be talking about our planets, Mercury and Venus. Now today I want to compare and contrast them because we're learning a lot of information, a lot of interesting facts about both planets, and we're going to continue to learn. But I think it's interesting to see how these planets compare and contrast to other planets. Now, we did learn about compare and contrast in ELA already, so we will do a quick review today about what is compare and contrast, and then we're going to look at some facts of each planet and compare and contrast them, and then you'll fill in a Venn diagram doing just that. All right, friends, so let's get started. So when we compare and contrast, right, I have examples. Now to start off, this picture here is actually a picture of two of my cats, okay? So we have Lola and we have Oliver. And they're actually brother and sister, believe it or not, even though they look a little different. But we're going to talk about that in a second. So we're going to practice comparing and contrasting my two cats. So to compare, friends, is to find similarities between two or more objects. So basically, we have to find out things that they have in common, things that they have the same. All right, so if I look at Lola and Oliver, Lola, this is Oliver. Well, looking at them, they're both cats. So I know that's one comparison, one similarity. One thing is the same. They're both cats, right? Then I have, they both have ears. They have two ears right on top of their head. I can see their ears. And even if we can't see both their ears in this picture, I know they both have ears on their head, right? They both have whiskers. So I'm finding things that are the same or similar, right? Maybe their ears are different colors, but they still have ears, right? I can see they each have paws. So these are just some of their comparisons, some of their similarities. Now if I were to go, now I want to do some contrasts. Well, contrast is to find differences between two or more objects. So now the same picture, still Lola, still Oliver sleeping together. I now have to find how they're different. Well, right away I see Lola is gray and black. Oliver is white and tannish orange. Their colors are different. Even their paws are different, right? Lola's paws, she only has a white tip, but Oliver's whole paw is white. So those are differences that I see. So I compared them, I found similarities, and I contrasted them, and I found differences. Okay, and we're going to do the same now for Mercury and Venus. So we have our planets again. So we're working with Mercury here and Venus. And right away, friends, I know you can probably already find a difference, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay, so remember, here's Mercury, here's Venus. Okay, so just again, refresh your memory, some Mercury. All right, so we're going to start with Mercury. So some facts about Mercury. It's the closest planet to the sun, right? It's the first planet. It's number one. Let's keep that in mind because when I come to Venus, it's the second closest planet, right? So I have Mercury is the first planet, Venus is the second planet. Okay, let's go back to Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system. So it's the smallest, it's the tiniest, right? It's not as big as the other planets. So the side facing the sun is very hot. It gets up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a very, very hot planet. Okay, we're going to keep that in our mind. The side that does not face the sun, though, can get very cold, below 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Mercury is actually the fastest planet, right? It goes around the sun, or it orbits the sun. Here's our sun. And when we orbit, we go around like a big O. O for orbit, around the sun. It is the fastest planet to orbit around the sun completely. And Mercury does not have any moons. So now if I go to Venus, this is how Venus looks, right? Just to remind you. Facts about Venus. Venus is the second closest planet to the sun, right? So you have the sun, you have Mercury, you have Venus. It is the hottest planet in our solar system, 900 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's very hot, friends. Remember that. And even though it is the hottest planet, Mercury is also a very hot planet. It is about the same size as Earth. Venus has volcanoes, mountains, and sand on it. Remember we talked about that? We know what volcanoes and mountains and sand, all those different landforms that we also here have on our planet Earth, Venus has on that planet. And Venus does not have any moons. So, let's go back. We have, I see it is the closest planet to the sun. Well, was Venus the closest planet to the sun also? No, so that right there is a difference, friends. It is the smallest planet in our solar system. Okay, that's a fact. It is a very hot planet, right? The side that faces the sun gets very hot. Well, wait a minute. I remember seeing here that it's the hottest planet in our solar system. So wait a minute. I found something that's similar, friends. That they're both really hot planets. Okay, good to know. So now I can go to my Venn diagram, which we've seen tons of times, but I have one right here. My Venn diagram, right? So it's where the two circles overlap. Remember, we have our differences go here and our similarities go here, right? Compare and contrast. So I just said that they're both very hot planets. Now I can type in very hot planets. There's my similarity. Now let's go back and look at our facts again and maybe we can find some differences. So let's go back here. We have Mercury. So we have it's the smallest planet in our solar system, we already said. Well, I can go now and put that here. Smallest planet in our solar system. Right? I also see we have this very hot, which we said was very similar. But it's also the fastest planet. So now I can go down here and say the fastest planet. Right? And now let's go to Venus, friends. Remember Venus, what Venus looks like. And we can see it's the second planet closest to the sun. We already said it's very hot. But what really stands out to me, which I think is super cool, it has volcanoes, mountains, and sand. So we can say has volcanoes, mountains, and sand. Oh, and oops, look, I forgot to put a space, so I can go back and edit. And there we go. Okay. So I have some facts now. I'm comparing and contrasting. I mean, even looking at our picture from, we can see they're very different, right? Mercury is small. So, and Venus is about the same size as Earth, so I can even put that on Venus side, right? Because that's a different. It is about the same size as Earth. These are all different facts that we can put in our Venn diagram, and you're going to get the chance to do that next. Okay, so let's just review briefly. Go over this. Remember, you already filled out your fact sheet on Mercury and your fact sheet on Venus. So this facts right here are kind of review, and you can use them from yesterday and the day before to help you. If you remember, amazing. So Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. It is the smallest planet in our solar system. It does get very hot, up to 800 degrees on the side that's facing Earth, but on the side that doesn't face Earth, it can also get very cold. Mercury is the fastest planet in our solar system, and Mercury does not have any moons. Remember, this is what Mercury looks like, right? Now let's go to Venus. This is Venus. facts about Venus. Second closest planet to the sun. It is the hottest planet in our solar system. It is about the same size as our planet Earth. Venus has volcanoes, mountains, and sand on it. And Venus also does not have any moons. All right, so now, friends, you can take these facts, the facts that you wrote yesterday or the day before, and you can just fill them into a Venn diagram. We're just going to compare and contrast these planets to see how they are similar and how they are different, because these planets, we have 8 planets, are very similar, but they're also very different, and it's pretty cool, friends. And as we keep learning more about the planets, you're just going to see how different they really are and how similar they are to each other and to our planet, Earth. All right, so have a great day. Good job, friends. Bye.